The Konzert KX-400 Plus is a multimedia speaker that has 3 full-range tweeters and a subwoofer. In this video, we will discuss to you its features, such as Bluetooth connectivity, frequency modulated tuner, or FM radio in other words, the peak music power output of 4000 watts, and a USB or SD card player, including an 8-inch subwoofer and 3-inch satellite tweeters. If you are new to this channel, just hit the subscribe button for free. Bluetooth connectivity. Bluetooth is a short-range wireless technology for exchanging data between a fixed device, such as a speaker, and a mobile device, like a smartphone. It works together by pairing two gadgets for wireless connectivity of up to 10 meters. The name Bluetooth was derived from the 10th century king, Harold Bluetooth. FM tuner. FM, or frequency modulation, is a radio format for broadcasting audio. Radio channels are assigned to a specific very high frequency between 30 and 300 megahertz. A megahertz is equal to 1 million hertz or 1000 kilohertz. Hertz is the frequency unit in cycles per second. FM radio broadcasting format was invented in 1933 by an American engineer named Edwin Armstrong. On the left side of this screen, we show to you the connections of the FM radio system for this particular appliance. 4000 watt peak music power output. PMPO is the acronym for peak music power output. It refers to the maximum power that a sound amplifier can provide to the loudspeakers. Because this maximum power is temporary, it is alternatively called peak momentary performance output. Being measured in watts, the power is the product of the current that is measured in amperes being multiplied to the voltage that is measured in volts. USB and SD card playback. The USB, or Universal Serial Bus, is the successor to the CD or compact disc because the former can be changed of its contents repeatedly while the latter can only be filled once, unless the CD is a rewritable one. Another modern storage device is the SD, or Secure Digital Card. Unlike the USB, the SD card is thinner. On the left side of this screen, we compare to you the USB with an SD card. Right now, we are showing to you the connections of the 3 full-range tweeters to the sound panel, the audio control panel that also contains the subwoofer. As you can see here, the left wire is white The center one is yellow and the right one is a red wire. The wires are color coded so that you can indicate which speaker should this be dedicated to. 8-inch subwoofer. The loudspeaker that emits a super bass is hidden on the right side of the audio control panel. This configuration utilizes space by combining the subwoofer enclosure with the audio control panel. A subwoofer is never used alone because that would emit very low frequency sounds between 20 and 200 Hz. It is used as a substitute for the individual woofers below or beside the tweeters in stereophonic loudspeakers. Here is an example of a three-way speaker, a pair of them, in stereo format, left and right. The top speaker is called a tweeter, which emits sounds between 2 and 5 kHz. The middle speaker is called a mid-range, which emits sounds between 250 and 2000 Hz, while the bottom speaker, that is much larger than the two speakers on top, is called a woofer, which emits 200 to 250 Hz in frequency. This is what happens when you replace the individual woofer with a single subwoofer. The standard woofers are gone and there's only one large subwoofer instead. The tweeters above the mid-range speakers have been reduced in size to make them super tweeters. This time, we use tweeters and woofers of an unusual size. The super tweeters emit sounds between 5 and 20 kHz, while the subwoofer emits sounds between 20 and 200 Hz. 3-inch satellite tweeters. In each tweeter enclosure, there are two coaxial tweeters that are 3 inches wide. Each coaxial tweeter contains a super tweeter in front and a mid-range speaker at the back. Normally, a tweeter emits treble between 2 and 5 kHz. In order to rival the super bass that is emitted by the subwoofer, super tweeters that emit super treble between 5 and 20 kHz and mid-range speakers that emit the most audible sounds are used. This is a two-way stereophonic sound system where there is a single subwoofer and individual super tweeters. Coaxial means they're on the same axle. The super tweeter is in front and the mid-range speaker is at the back. You see this speaker set up in car stereos, quadrasonic sound format, where there are two left and two right speakers, each of them having a tweeter and a woofer for each car door. Coaxial speakers are common in cars because of the limited space they have. For this Konzert appliance, we use a pair of coaxial full-range tweeters for the left and right channels. Three-channel sound system. If a stereophonic sound system has only left and right channels, the surrounding sound system also includes a center channel that a monophonic sound system would only use. This sound system assigns the center channel for the vocals and the side channels, left and right, for the instrumental background. Surround uses mono and stereo sounds at the same time. Here is the setup for the Konzert KX-400 Plus. The center speaker will emit vocals, while the left and right speakers will emit instrumentals. Another feature that this surround system works is that it has running lights, light emitting diodes specifically. This is the inside of the sound system. When you open the cover, it looks like this. When you play a music, a particular song, the light emitting diodes go as high as its loudness, synchronizing to the music beat. But when no music is being played, these LEDs only run slow, waiting for a song to be played on this sound amplifier. I hope you find this video interesting, especially if you're an audiophile who is particular with the sound system because it splits the vocals and instrumentals.